lakad matatot!
Normally picked up as often anymore, because this Underlord, yeah, he is gonna make Morphling hit like butter, and that's what he does to a lot of other really popular agility heroes anyhow. But eventually, you know, everybody grouping around the Primal Beast and fighting so the Morphling doesn't have to. Speaking of the Primal Beast, he is just gonna get first blooded here by accidentally walking up that high ground and just dying for it. Ooh, not quite finding the angle for the Cox, and is just gonna get tossed out of there. That would have also been a follow-up kill to that first blood. But it looks, ooh, maybe with the battery assault now Tiny is still gonna drop.
They also leaves a kill for Fonte, so it's gonna be a second kill for the sniper.
Sure, but you know, what about the task agonist? There's always that crucial decision, like, everybody likes damage, especially the fast damage coming out from the task, but everybody also likes the ability to kick Morphling into your entire enemy team.
But most likely. But you don't want to kick in Timbersaw, he's just gonna be happy about it, right? Oh, Tiny is gonna go down.
Ooh, yeah. And from the looks of it, they now have to make sure Fonte is gonna survive that, but if Fonte can get out of there going 3-0, that would be so huge. Ooh. Thanks to the Cox, and Rio's actually gonna miss the Timber Chain. And maybe that's not gonna be enough as Fonte still gets bushwhacked, but he's almost made it back under the tower, running for his life. One more hit's gonna do it. Can they get him? Not quite from the looks of it. Fonte still juking, still making the most of this trees, and yeah, with
Okay, Hated will not get noticed. I believe Helios was already low ground. In the meantime, TZY does die in this bottom lane, and that opens up a map a little bit. I think Neon, with his catapult, they will be able to take the tower. Razor is still pretty effective. It's just it now only blocks physical damage. That's the biggest problem. Oh, they find Valky. Valky will not be able to get out with his onslaught, and he's just gonna get shrapnel to death by Fonte.
Yeah, that's kind of awkward. But Clockwork, in that sense, sure. Clockwork, one of those heroes who naturally falls off a bit. However, right now, he serves the purpose of de-aggroing everyone except the Morphling. Because even the Tiny support, who we haven't talked about, on the mid lane, he's gonna try running down the task and task. One more hit from the Timbersaw is gonna do it. Actually, Tiny almost ends up securing that one himself with the Avalanche. Now Timbersaw goes down for it. Sniper happy with that kill, would love to get himself a few more, and thanks to that hook shot, they can connect onto more. Clockwork just setting up that perfect Tiny kill. Well, maybe it's not quite gonna be a perfect Tiny kill, but it's gonna be a Tiny kill nonetheless, and Tiny indeed does go down.
And this tower would be gone already before the respawn, and he would survive, and he wouldn't die. And now he's just gonna die.
It isn't the biggest of kills. Like we said, Underlord doesn't just naturally tank well into the late game due to his fairly reduced stat game, but still gonna be enough to make room for follow-up. Clockwork, double kill for Enryu, and Timbersaw will be traded for that, but I think he's still...
Meantime, as a DPS item, it's not particularly great, and against Timbersaw, it can disable his passive, but it's not gonna be all that helpful if he already has his stacks up.
I mean, for the sniper, I was thinking he's gonna go concussive grenade into like an MKB or something. Oh boy, Timbersaw, he's just dead here. The Hood of Defiance making him a bit tankier than he. But I meant to ask you, who has the late game? Because usually I think, oh, 9 out of 10 times the sniper takes the Morphling in the late game with the superior attack rate. Wait, no time to talk about that as now BKB comes out and the trample is dishing out tons of damage on top of this Rubik, who is gonna fall first, followed by the Clockwork dropping, and Neon, they haven't lost a single hero yet. Tsukimoto is gonna go down for that, but they will get another nice follow-up on the task. Whose Snowball got cancelled by the Lotus there. TTY still running out, but with his BKB ending, it will be a follow-up. A sniper, he is left standing under the tier 2 tower, which Secret at least do want to counter with his Skadi, like mobility. I do see a Hoodwink dying though, and that is a swift and decisive kill with the sniper still hit. Still looking for successful positioning. Now Fonte is gonna be about committing to the fight, but once again, he doesn't really get the angle, and instead Fortune Soul just kills off his body.
It's a 2-for-1 trade. They managed to find several kills. Oh, they might actually find TZY.
Maybe more. TZY gets caught, gets nuked down by the Timbersaw.
I'm almost certain that Morphin can just deal with it himself. They will open up a rift. They will try to fight here, but it's just gonna be impossible. Initiation comes out from Tiny.
Back and down goes Underlord. Start things up. Rubik will be the next one getting pulverized. Nice hook shot from the Clockwork, but that just means he sacrifices himself for the Rubik. And Rubik.
They're still getting out-farmed across the map. It was a 7k gold lead a couple of minutes ago. Now it's 9k. It's only gonna grow. Morphling is gonna get bigger and bigger. They might even wait for third Roshan. Maybe hope for something.
For the time being, they catch and instant kill the Hoodwink with the Tusk, getting themselves a quick support. There's still 2 minutes left on the Aegis, so maybe with 1 hero down, they could be looking for more Dolphin. It's just gonna teleport out. But while that is happening, Enryu gets caught in the triangle, so Neon looking to group up around that more.
With Enchant Quiver, it's one of those items that is really, really good against Morphling.
For sure, but on the river we have a fight breaking loose with the Hoodwink going down and now Morphling right-clicking TZY, but can't really do anything when TZY decides to teleport out on that Underlord. Still,
Morphling is like, nah, I'm just gonna be in your face, and it doesn't make sense to me, but let's see. Fortune Soul now with second life.
Just get caught, takes that Abyssal Blade on the Underlord with the BKB now able to run down the Tiny to get tossed back, at least out of that one, but from the toss back it is only gonna be a Clockwork kill, so a 1-for-1 on the supports there of the high ground push attempt as Primal Beast now gets himself out together with the rest of his team.
Well, so that's what I was hoping for, right? BKB and Aghanims. Instead, he's getting caught.
He is gonna get caught, and with the Scud, he is taking so much damage. That's gonna be his first life gun. This time around, he should have time to respond, though. He's gonna see. Morph is gonna get caught once with the Abyssal. It's gonna be caught twice with the Avalanche. Will be force-stabbed out, but it's already too late. Walrus Punch is the third catch, and with that, Sniper is just gonna go down. Anyone except for the Sniper. So at the maximum, this is gonna result in lane of Rax. Maybe not even that, as Timbersaw comes forward, tries to defend with the Chakram. Nice root on the Hoodwink, and so much damage coming out from Primal Beast initiating. However, he cannot catch the Sniper, and Sniper from the side is still doing so much damage. It's a Clockwork for the Primal Beast.
And they're gonna keep on getting this high ground. Dolphin also gets a freebie on Hoodwink. It's a short cooldown.
BB is gonna turn into a toss back into a snowball onto the Tiny, and Tiny is gonna go down. Now Primal Beast comes around looking for a kill on this task, but with the BKB, he is not gonna get that. A Sniper still just standing in the backline, sitting wait anything he can. Has to still rush himself out. Morphling is back now though, and that is gonna result in 1 kill. Buybacks coming out all over the board from LBZS, who are happy to finally have a chance like this once again. And Tusk is gonna lock down the Timbersaw, break Timbersaw, gets Walrus Punch killed off.
What a play by the whole team of LBZS. They just buy back en masse and just TP in with Underlord, and they're gonna be closing the game. Fortune Soul is looking at that, and he has BKB queued up. Good luck with that, Fortune Soul. And yeah, the tier 3s are falling. I don't think they can fight as 2. They will try though. Valky is in position, jumps in, doesn't see anything, gets tossed.
Yeah, and the Morph is caught. Presses Manta Styles trying to survive still. Has he? Nope. No Satanic out in time. And that means it is just gonna be GG. Fortune Soul, he has lost the game purely to a gamble. Because yeah, sometimes it's easy to forget that Roach also always got that one item that you don't want to drop. But it's been really scary because they were planning to pick a Dooza, and then of course attribute reduction is kind of annoying. Pure damage is really annoying for a Dooza.
While straightforward, and because of that, better teams just know how to play around it. Oh, Undying is in a bit of a trouble.
Well, more than a bit from the damage that Shadow Fiend is dishing out to him. Hate it. He dodges the race to make sure Shadow Fiend doesn't get the first blood, but he is still very much...
And gets to go and hit high ground. She's unkillable at this 20-25 minute mark.
If you get farmed, if you don't get killed off a lot in the lane, because 20 to 25 minutes is still a very early time for the Dooza. Although nowadays people get rich quickly, so it's...
And I think it's underrated.
Oh, yeah. Some people, some drafts certainly do take it. I'm not sure how great it is here, but for the Ember Spirit, it would certainly be comfortable to have. And if he's gonna commit for the full access, a lot of space, Because Duza isn't really farming as well as he would like from the laning stage just yet.
Oh, okay, Undying just sacrificing himself to the tower. I do believe
Yeah.
somebody took the XP from that, because it wasn't the Dire who killed it.
Also, Hoodwink died on the top lane with Kunkor, at least annoying him a bit. Still, Dolphin seems to be fine as now. Tiny looks for the toss back, but Kunkor isn't quite in range, and it is gonna be a dead Hoodwink thanks to a beautiful ship coming in. With the Undying, they're still trying to run down the Kunkor. Kunkor procs the Illusion, is trying to bottle up, but it's not gonna be enough. Tiny has to get himself out of there. Can he do it? Helios? Yeah, he should be fine.
I don't know why Hoodwink ran it back into the boat, because
It's already gonna be really sick in terms of what it brings to the table, but you do need to hit the timing, and Ember Spirit, he is gonna be hit, but not with the timing, with a lot of raises to the face.
that is the power of Crystal.
You need to keep this lead going, and Neon, knowing that, just wanna take a fight head on, but Ember Spirit once again has a very hard time frontlining, and Valky, looking to escape the Shadow Fiend, is gonna go down with a vacuum from the Darks here. He's must still mad fighting it up, but I don't think he can get more out of this with the ship coming in. Even a wall dropped for Enryu, but they are gonna get the kill.
Or maybe going for Maelstrom into Mjolnir. Nice
on
bushwhack.
top lane, a two-man bushwhack, yeah. Into the Crystal Maiden, getting sharpshooted. Crystal Maiden goes on down for the Beastmaster. Now the Tombstone has been dropped, it is gonna be taken down immediately by Fonte. Fonte could be dying himself, not with a toss into a boat. Instead, it is gonna be 2 for 1 once again in the favor of LBZS, and that are exactly the trades they're looking
For Octarine Core, that's new.
And with this fight breaking loose, the first target is going to be the Undying, but Undying still barely surviving through that frostbite. Managed to heal himself up, drawing the attention away from his course. And as the Undying finally goes down, now Neon could get their Duza and their Ember Spirit run down, as Enryu will be the first core to drop. And the worst part is LBZS, they've lost absolutely nothing for that Helios Super Freak maybe. So yeah. I can see this. I can see Octarine into Blink into the normal punch. And now, well, guess who is gonna get punched? Hate it. Though, not in a normal way yet. I wonder how TCY is punching if this isn't the normal way for his dimension. Oh, that would be cool. As a mentor, as a freaking mentor for Saitama, teaching him how to normally punch things. Well, Valky is gonna go down to the Tiny there. And that is going to be a Duza ultimate this time around. Neon, maybe they're actually able to get this payload to explode. However, Duza not quite making the connection, and that's going to be the Undying killed up, the Beastmaster killed up, and yeah, now Fortress Soul in the back is just going to be the final target after all of his teammates have been killed. That's the thing, if the Duza can be ignored long enough, then you always lose with this Duza. And I don't think LBZS plan to let go of that. If they could kill him once, he still has that second life. That's the biggest issue, because otherwise an initiation on him is exactly what you'd want to get like a free team fight going. Ember Spirit, he's instead gonna try for the Tiny bushwhack to a tree. Helios taking quite low health. Duza will get an ultimate out, chip onto the Duza though. And yeah, the damage is so far just being spread out from Neon. Not really able to focus down any target. In comes a vacuum wall, which will set up Undying for death.
Oh, they do it so beautifully on LBZ as they just bait little by little the enemy from the tombstone.
Another two-man bushwhack. TZY. It's gonna go down. Duza finally able to get in a spot to hit multiple heroes at one time. The Crystal Maiden ultimate will be able to zone them all back away from the Shadow Fiend. But Duza still looking for Fonte. And can Fortune's Soul get anything? Looks like he won't quite be there in time, since Ember Spirit comes in and says, nope, my kill.
He saw the tombstone and they were just slowly getting away from it, baiting the enemy so that the enemy comes out of the range. In the end, it didn't work out because they missed a critical wall, but now they catch Medusa.
Well, it's gonna be an X marks into the tossback. It's gonna be a counter initiation. Two-man bushwhack, followed by a three-man Beastmaster Roar. But there's a three-man vacuum wall to follow that one up again. And Duza is gonna go down to her own illusion after almost killing off two more. And Ryu from the sidelines will at least get one of the last. Ember Spirit comes in to secure the other. It's 3 from 3 actually. Although Neon not happy with all of her illus. Ember Spirit just wasn't right behind the Duza to protect her when the wall came out. Rushed over to Fortune Soul as quickly as possible and still didn't end up being enough. Speaking of Ember Spirit, he's gonna get a 2-man Stay of Fits going on top of Ghost Maiden. Now in comes the ship, but Ghost Maiden is already dead. Can Neon chase for more here? Beastmaster connects the X on the Kunkka. Kunkka locked in place by the Ember Spirit, and that is gonna be a dead Dolphin.
Salt Cuirass. Crystal Maiden still ways off, and Darkseer has his archery. This is still so wild. They will catch Kunkka.
They have fists into the Kunkka's BKB, but that's just gonna be a Beastmaster roar to waste as much of the Kunkka BKB duration as possible. Kunkka still dishing out nice chunks of damage to the lockdown with his entire combo of X plus Power plus Ship. But the first one to die is gonna be Tsukimoto after just 2 hits. Now Crystal Maiden goes on down. Duza looking to run down the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend able to get himself away there.
Any care in the world, just jumping in onto somebody and forcing some reaction. If a fight starts with tiny initiation on somebody on the side of Neon, I think they could still take it even in the later portions of the game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It does depend on good initiation, though. Speaking of good initiation, that's what Neon is looking for right now, but instead the initiation is gonna be found by LBZS with a huge vacuum wall once again. But Fortune Soul, the real Duza, is still the strongest, standing in the middle of 4 heroes hitting at them. Still Duza now left behind. Turtwing coming in to try and help out with a bushwhack. Fortune Soul does not have mana for the ultimate though, and that means no mana shield either. Look at these crits coming out from Fontaine. Holy crap. And that's just with Silver Edge and a double damage rune. They just want to end this.
I don't think they can and or should, because they need to respond to that. Medusa is respawning.
Well, we're gonna see if the Duza is able to do anything this time, because this time around she is not able to clear her own illus. Instead, it's just gonna get cleaned up together with Valky. And Fortune Soul now out of mana, has to retreat as Enryu is already dropped. Helios comes in with a toss back onto TZY, and that is gonna be a kill. Hated will just get punched down with that tiny combo. See, they can finish. Once again, just ignore the Duza, kill everybody else, and Duza is alive, sitting there like, guys, what can I do?